story this morning. New details on the recently released CIA torture report.
I didn't say we didn't torture. What I said was
America doesn't torture.
Well, what I said was once I banned these enhanced interrogation techniques, which I had said were torture, that's not something that we're going to be doing moving forward after I had issued that edict.
President Obama making his first remarks since the Senate Intelligence Committee released the report outlining some brutal torture tactics that were used against terror suspects following the 9/11 attacks.
This morning, we also have reaction from members of Rhode Island's congressional delegation. Eyewitness News reporter Brian Icona live in our newsroom now with the new details.
Well, good morning. That report, in total, it's 500 pages of graphic and detailed information about techniques used by the CIA. Now, these were interrogation tactics used immediately following 9/11 for about a 7-year period. President Obama put an end to those when he was elected. In the report, we're learning captives were subject to confinement in small boxes, weeks of sleep deprivation, simulated drowning, and threats to kill or harm families of those captives. While the White House press secretary says the president supports the release of the report to try to be transparent as possible, it could also have an impact on the security of U.S. facilities overseas. And as you can imagine, officials all around the country weighing in on the report and what it means for the United States. Locally, Senator Jack Reed, a senior member of the Senate Armed Services Committee, now writes in a statement saying we are a nation of laws and principles. This report highlights a systematic failure to uphold those laws and principles. It is troubling and difficult to digest, but it's important to have all the facts to prevent a repeat of these mistakes. U.S. Representative David Cicilline calls the report deeply disturbing. As a member of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, he says these are a violation of basic human rights and are a stark contrast to our values as a nation. This report provides further confirmation that these techniques simply fail to provide results that strengthen our national security. Now, a member of the UN is now calling for criminal penalties against those involved in the torture. However, we have learned the Justice Department has already decided no CIA officials will be prosecuted. Now, coming up in 30 minutes this morning, we'll hear from the man who's now defending the actions of the CIA. In the newsroom, Brian Icona, Eyewitness News.